Please try to ignore the sound of my fan in the background. I live in the basement, so there's not much air circulation, so I'm trying to get it working. But anyway, hi guys, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel. Anxiety is one of the most frightening things to me in the entire world, and part of it is because it's not something that you can run away from or heal from. It's just something that you kind of have to learn how to deal with and figure out your triggers and what's making you feel those feelings. I suffer from anxiety all the time and I stress myself out. And sometimes I have pretty severe anxiety attacks to the point where I feel like I'm legit gonna die. There was one time when I had to go to the hospital because I swear my heart was going to stop at any second because I was panicking so bad. Hi! I was thinking about that and I thought I should talk about it a little bit more because I noticed that when I talk about my anxiety more, it helps me deal with it better. So also today I thought I would tell you 5 ways that I kind of learned how to deal with it and try to work through it. Of course I'm still learning stuff about myself, but I thought I would share 5 things that help me deal with my anxiety and that maybe I could help someone out there who also has to deal with having anxiety attacks regularly, and maybe just help someone or just maybe be a little bit informative. The first thing that I usually have with me all of the time, I have it with me for 4 reasons, and it's first, before I tell you those reasons, it's peppermint oil. I have it for 4 reasons. 1, because I like the smell. 2, because it helps my teeth because I have a tooth demon in my mouth and it causes a lot of pain and it helps take the edge off. And number 3, because it helps keep my breath fresh. But number 4 mostly is because for me peppermint is one of those things that makes me relax and feel calm and feel okay about everything. As I said before, for me, when I have an anxiety attack, and I don't know if I did say this before, but when I feel like I'm about to have an anxiety attack, my fingers start to tingle and go numb. I get tunnel vision, and it feels like my lungs are crushing in on each other. And when I smell this, it makes me feel like my lungs are opening up and that they feel better. But also, it's just a comforting scent. It just makes me feel better. And I think it's always good to have something that makes you feel safe. I'm not saying peppermint could be the only thing that you could smell. You could have anything with you that smells good. For example, I have this lotion, and it helps me relax because it smells good. It's a familiar scent. The smell of my boyfriend, the body spray that he has, that relaxes me too. So really, my advice is have something with you that relaxes you, that you can breathe in and that makes you feel better. I know it sounds weird because you're like you have something and then you're sitting there and you're like, but in all reality, scent is one of the most amazing, senses that we have, and I think smelling something relaxes you more than a lot of things, which I could be wrong. But yes, so this is something that I carry around with me all the time. Unfortunately, I'm running out, so I'm gonna have to go buy more. And also, if you get it on anything, it permeates everything. It makes the entire room smell like peppermint, and it makes your fingers smell like peppermint, which is not a bad thing. But also, if you get the oil like on your face, on sensitive areas, it burns like hell. So if you're gonna get peppermint oil, just be careful because it burns. And maybe I'm just a wuss, but it burns me. Another thing that helps me is writing. This is a new notebook, so there's not much in it, but I like to write just normally, but it makes me feel better because this is gonna sound weird, but it feels like it's going from my mind down to my arm and through the pen and onto the paper, and it makes it out into the world so my mind isn't just jumbled up with all these thoughts that are driving me crazy. So it goes into this book, and then after a while I can read back on it and just remember those things, and I can learn from it and learn what's making me feel anxiety, what's this trigger. And it really helps me just deal with not just anxiety, but I'm also a perpetually angry person all the time. which sounds really bad. I'm actually a really nice person, I like to think, but I do hold a lot in, and writing is one of those things that helps me deal with it and helps me just breathe better and helps my mind breathe. The third thing that helps, I've heard, because this is my sister's, is this is a coloring book. And this coloring book is specifically for people that have anxiety and stress. It actually says, Colorama, the beautiful coloring book that helps you relax while creating something beautiful. And I think it's because, and actually I know it's because the other day when I had a lot of anxiety, I started drawing in it. But it's because it has all these wonderfully detailed pictures. See, that one's already colored in. But it has all these beautifully detailed pictures, and it helps you, well, for me, when my brain is racing, it makes it worse. It makes my anxiety worse and makes me go deeper into the rabbit hole. But when I'm drawing or writing even, it helps me focus on one thing and drawing, and it helps me just flow and it really settles my mind. And I don't think it has to be specifically a coloring book that's for anxiety. I think it can just be a coloring book, any kind of coloring book, and just, let it flow and just don't even think, and it helps me just not even think, and just all I'm doing is drawing, and so that really helps me. Fourth thing that helps me is a warm beverage, mostly tea. I usually drink peppermint tea, but lately I've been liking this jasmine green tea. And really for me it's any warm drink because I have a thing for hot cocoa. But lately, if I drink too much sugar, it makes my heart race, which makes me panic. I have a thing for where I get into my own head, which before it used to be other things, people I hung out with, the fact that I was skipping school, stuff like that. But now, if I have anxiety, it's because I get into my own head. I get stressed out, and then I start saying negative things to myself, and then I just start getting into my own head, and then causing anxiety. But when I drink something warm, it makes me feel like every negative emotion is just melting away, and I'm just warm and I'm cozy. And so tea for me is not just like it's something I just like to drink tea, but it's something that just makes me feel warm and fuzzy and just something that I really enjoy. Really, tea is my warm drink of preference, except for I do love hot chocolate, but if I have a choice between the two, I pick tea. My fifth and probably most obvious thing that I love is music. So this is my iPod, and I have a playlist in here that's just called Cat's Playlist, and it's just a bunch of songs that I connect with emotionally, that make me feel happy, that make me feel good. Music to me is my safe place. It's where I like to listen to music really loud when I have anxiety because it puts me in my own little world, it puts me in my safe place. I listen to these lyrics, I listen to the music, to the beats, the harmony, and it just takes me away from everything that is just beating me down. And so I love music. To me, it's a passion, it's an escape, it's my safe place, and it's probably the thing, other than the peppermint oil, that makes me feel better the fastest. Because sometimes, depending on the day and what it is, my anxiety can be really strong. And when I have an anxiety attack, sometimes I get deeper and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. But music is usually the thing that pulls me out of that rabbit hole almost automatically and makes me feel just, not just happy, but calm and safe. And I think that's a really good thing to feel when you have anxiety, is feeling safe. Because when I have anxiety, I feel like the world's against me. I know it's not, but that's just how it feels at that time. So there you go. Those are 5 things that help me deal with my anxiety, and I hope some of them might help you out there. Also, for me, it's really good to just learn about yourself and really just self-evaluate and think about the things that are causing you to have anxiety and what your triggers are, and either conquer them and deal with them, or just completely eliminate them, because when you let your anxiety control you, you don't have much of a life. So instead of letting it control you, you need to control it. But most importantly, do what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel better, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to deal with that anxiety, and you're the one that has to live with it and learn how to deal with it. Nobody else. And also, it's good to inform the people around you, your friends, the people you're close to, if you're in a relationship, because if they don't have anxiety attacks or don't have anxiety, it's good for them to know your triggers, the things that bother you, and also it's good for them to know how to handle it when you have a panic attack. Because for me, I don't like being around people when I have anxiety, but that's not a good thing, because I keep saying down in the rabbit hole, but I fall down into the rabbit hole, like past Alice in Wonderland. It's like deeper than that. So it's always good to have someone there, because honestly, you never know how severe this anxiety attack can be. It could be something so small to something really bad to the point where you have to be taken to the hospital. And for me, I asked my mom to take me to the hospital, and I'm terrified of the hospital, so that was how bad that was, because I honestly thought I was going to die. So, just be informative about yourself, inform other people, and just do what is good for you, and do what makes you happy. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I'm sorry that it's so long. It's just something that I feel very strongly about, and something that I should talk about more often, because it feels like it takes a weight off of me. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and also if you are interested, which you should be, on being informed when I put new videos up, then you should subscribe. And because I try to make videos every Wednesday and Friday, I've been really busy lately, so it's been really difficult to do so. And yeah, and also feel free to pop on to my other channel, which is Catherine Grange, or Dance G-Dragon Dance. I don't remember what the name is. That's where I do videos of me covering songs, so go ahead and check that out. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful night, and this is Kat signing off.